harvest is like the culmination of your efforts for the year, because this is when the seed that you've sowed, the care that you've given, is finally coming to fruition as you actually able to bring something in. It's satisfying if you have a good harvest and you know that that's going for a good purpose. It's going to feed people. So that's a very satisfying feeling. It's also something of a relief because it's done. You know, once you've harvested, you have some hope of a little rest before starting it all over again. In order to have a good harvest, you've got to put a lot of effort into it. It doesn't come free. It's at the end, but all along it takes a lot of giving of your effort. On the other hand, if you don't do those things, then you're not necessarily going to get a good harvest. Sometimes if you make wrong decisions, you buy seeds that aren't adapted to your area, you don't get around to the cultivation that needs to be done, or you don't harvest at the right time. All of those things can lead to less than stellar harvest. One of the things that one of my farmer friends always says when we start debating a new variety or a different way of growing, she'll always say, well, you know, if you don't plant it, you certainly can't harvest it. In farming, a lot of times, or most of the time with annual crops, you get to see the harvest the same year that you plant. With some crops, such as fruit trees, it takes several years. So you plant and then nurture, and then several years later you may get fruit. In the spiritual world, we don't always even ever see the fruit. And that's really not the point. The point is that we sow. And the seed we sow can be of all different times, our time, our talents, our gifts, our service. And we don't always see the results of those, but sometimes we do. As we see the programs that the church provides to people in need, see the friendships and the fellowship that develop, we can see Hispanics becoming more integrated into the community in the ESL classes. So a lot of the sowing that we do, we can see results, but we don't know how all of that's going to play out, because those people that are affected are going to go ahead and affect somebody else. And that's where that good chain of kindness starts, is with our acts and showing God's love to these people so that they can understand it in a physical way. And then hopefully they will accept that love and start showing it themselves. As I look around at the harvest and all the things that are here on the farm, I'm very grateful for all that I've been blessed with. And everybody is blessed with gifts. Some of them are easier to see than others, but we all have been given life and so much. And one of the things that God has asked us to do is to give back, to show our gratitude in giving back in some of those gifts, and giving back in all of everything that we have, because it all came from God. So we all can give back some, and that would help us to understand and to have a good relationship with the things that we have, is when we are able to understand that they all are God's, and that all that we're doing when we give is that we're giving back a small percentage as at the very least a respect for what God has done for us, and hopefully at the most a joyful response of love to all that He has done for us.